Hello children, today we will talk about sets, relations and functions topic. So the obvious first question is, what are sets? A set is a well-defined collection of objects. Here the keyword is well-defined. So let us understand what is well-defined, what is not well-defined with the help of these examples. So the first example is all the students in a class. Suppose there are 30 students in a class. So there are 30 members in that particular set. So it is well defined. Second example is all the natural numbers less than 6. So they will be 5 in numbers starting with 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So in that set there will be 5 members or 5 elements. So these two statements are well defined. They form a set. And these two examples, let us see. Example 3. All the bright students in a class. So bright is a relative term. Somebody will say this student is bright. Somebody will say no, not this student, that student is bright. So it is relative term. It is not well defined. Fourth example, the collection of good batsmen in a cricket team. So again, good is not well defined term. It's a relative term. Somebody will say someone is good. Somebody will say no, he is good. So it is not well-defined term. So this statement will not form a set. Now representation of sets. How to represent sets? So normally sets are represented by capital letters. Means capital A, capital B, C, capital C, etc. And these are called elements of the set. Elements are interchangeably used with the words elements, objects or members. So in this set, the set name is capital A. In this set there are 4 members A, B, C and D, and they are separated by comma and enclosed within curly braces. So that is how you represent the set and its members. Usually objects in a set are distinct. Even if objects are repeated, set remains the same. So what does it mean? Suppose this is set A having 4 elements A, B, C and D. I write another set, let's say B, having elements A, B, C, C and D. So we take the distinct elements in this set as A, B, C and D. So set remains the same, means A is equal to B. There are some reserved letters to represent specific sets. You should avoid using those letters while defining a set. Capital N represents a set of natural numbers. Capital Z represents a set of integers, whereas Z plus and Z minus represent a set of positive integers and a set of negative integers respectively. Capital Q represents a set of rational numbers. Q plus and Q minus represent a set of positive rational number and a set of negative rational numbers respectively. Similarly, capital R represents a set of real numbers. R plus, R minus represent a set of positive real numbers and a set of negative real numbers respectively. Capital C represents a set of complex numbers. Suppose there is a set A which has 5 elements A, B, C, D and E. So we can say that A belongs to A, B belongs to A, C belongs to A, D belongs to A and E belongs to A. And it is represented by the symbol epsilon. So B epsilon A, we will read it as B belongs to A. Similarly, we know that F is not the element of set A. So we can say F epsilon and then cross A, means F does not belong to A. There are 2 methods to represent a set. They are roster or tabular form and set builder form. We will see roster form first. In this method, all the elements of a set are listed. For example, a set of whole numbers less than 5. So, let's say set is A. It has 5 elements 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we have to list all those elements in this roster form. Second example, a set of odd natural numbers. So let us represent the set B having numbers 1, 3, 5, dot dot dot. Dot 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 shows that the set continues indefinitely. Similarly, in example 3, a set of integers. Let the set be C. So we can represent as dot 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 comma, let's say -2, -1, 0, 1, 2 and again dot dot dot. Means the elements in this direction continue indefinitely and in this direction as well. Remember, the order of elements in a set is not important. Suppose this is our set. So you can write elements in any order. It will not change. So you can write 4, 2, 0, 1 and 3. So set will remain the same. Second method is set builder form. Let us understand what is this. All the elements in the set possess a single common property which is not possessed by any element outside the set. Let us understand this with the help of this example. Suppose I have a set S which possesses 5 elements A, E, I, O, U. You know that these are vowels in English alphabet. So I can write it as S equal to under curly braces X colon X. X is the element of this set. So what is the speciality of this element? X is a vowel in English alphabet. So this curly braces is read as the set of all and colon is read as such that. So let us read this now. S is a set of all X such that X is a vowel in English alphabet. So except these letters, no other letter in English alphabet is vowel. So that is how we represent in set builder form. Second example, B is a set consisting of numbers 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know that these numbers are natural numbers between 3 and 10, not including 3 and 10. So in set builder form, we can write it as set B is equal to, under curly braces, we can write X colon, where X is element. And what is the speciality of this element? Of every element, in fact, X is a natural number and X lies between 3 and 10, boundaries are not included. Or B is equal to X colon, X belongs to capital N, which is natural number set, and X lies between 3 and 10, where 3 and 10 are not included. In next video, we will talk about types of sets, Venn diagram and operations on sets. If you have a question, you can ask me on my Discord server. If you have not subscribed my YouTube channel yet, please do so.